Exactly. Both of them are just waiting. You know what? As you said, we like the roach play, and as long as you're not aggressive, I'm not aggressive. And as I mentioned just in the very first kind of couple games, you essentially, I feel like in StarCraft 2, you got the guys who rush lings, and then you guys who don't. And ZVZ wise, like those are your two types of people. And if they don't rush lings, you're basically going to the macro game, and you don't even worry about that in other games.
Yeah, definitely here. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this fourth map. This is Cactus Valley, a 4-player map. So in the bottom left-hand corner, we have a red Zerg player from Detonation Team Esports, or Pro Esports Team. It is Vaisravana from Japan.
And the player in the top right-hand corner, the blue Zerg from Finland and Team Menace. It is ZhuGeLiang. ZhuGeLiang, or ZhuGeLiang. I'm just spitballing here. You can stop me whenever you want.
We could. Actually, I was hoping that you'd play the. Let's try to make up as many combinations of what we think his name's gonna be. It'd be like you know those sketches where they just keep on going and going.
ZhuGeLiang. No. Lang. ZhuGeLiang.
Lang. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What if the Z's silent and it's just like ZhuGeLiang?
I feel like if anything, it's Zhu.
That is
Not
true.
sure.
I actually have a coworker. His last name is actually Shu, but it's XU with the where the X makes
That's a good
the Z.
point.
So
Actually,
it
my
could be
brother.
Shu.
My
Yeah.
brother has taken some Mandarin classes. I should just ask him. I feel like that'd probably be the easiest way to figure this out. Be like, hey, who's someone who actually knows how these letters work? Okay. Like, instead of like looking it up on Google and being like, you know what, you spell it out phonetically, but you honestly didn't. You used a G, which could be ga or ja or ge, or like there's too many ways to do it. We see the very standard openings of these two players that they've done in each of the previous games. Zhu liking his gasless opening, while Vaisravana really likes the possibility for ling pressure. Yet honestly, in cross spawns, this is the only map where I'd say, you know what, just go gasless, hold on, because he just has not shown that he actually ever follows through with the ling pressure.
Yeah, definitely here. So we're gonna see. He is gonna go ahead and mine that first 100 gas, and he's just gonna go ahead and pull these drones off from mining here. But actually, he's not doing what I said he would be doing. He's deviating from his original play. He's gonna continue going into gas here. Are we gonna see banelings after this?
We may very well. He's mining enough to be able to do that in cross spawn positions, though, and not scouting his opponent yet. It's getting a little bit dicey. He can't assume his opponent's in the top right because his first one didn't see in the top left. His second overlord never met another overlord in the right-hand side, so I think that's a fantastic idea. There's the baneling nest, Hawkeye, and Vase, he is going to try to get a kill. Sadly, he's going the wrong way first, or he's trying to skirt around the Zelnaga.
Yeah, I think he's trying to skirt around the Zelnaga, but unfortunately, he's gonna run into this overlord. So this overlord's gonna spot these lings and be like, "Hey, why is there 6 of you out on the map right now? This doesn't look right."
Instantly, we see, I think, 2 spines going down for Zhu. Desperately, he's trying to get up some spines. He's got a couple lings on the way. 6 more lings out. He's injecting, and that's like that's the epitome of play-by-play. He just injected, guys. Like, just FYI, he injected. But
Yeah,
as I said,
we're gonna see banelings are starting to morph on the opposite side of these rocks here. So, definitely the definition of hiding them behind the rocks. And we're going to actually see some more Zerglings are going to start coming out here. So they're going to take care of one little Zergling that was scouting. But overall, these Banelings are going to get there right around the time that these Zerglings are going to be arriving. So this is a really well thought out timed attack right now. But there's 3 Spine Crawlers down. So is this going to be enough for a defense for these ropes, for these Lings?
there is queens and spines, but in previous battles, Zhu has defended with a lot of roaches, but sadly all the banelings that go off onto the wrong thing. Zhu, 3-1. We'll move on to the round of 16. I mean, sum it up right there. To sum it up, Hawkeye, he hit the spine crawlers.
Yeah, well, he hit those 2 spine crawlers in the back, not even the one that was in the most, the most strategic position for him to actually take out. So once all those spine crawlers went down and all the banelings disappeared, there weren't any lings follow up. There wasn't a second base at all. Vaisravana was just hoping to get a quick and easy win to even up the series, and it didn't pay off for him. And I think he was really hoping that that he was in that bottom right hand corner, because that's where the Lings were going to. So it was to his heart's discontent when he had to go all the way to the other side of the map.
Not fun at all, but honestly, he could have kind of figured that out. He should have figured it out that he wasn't in the right-hand corner, at least with his overlord positions. Even with that, though, with the 6 Lings, as you mentioned, Hawkeye, that Zeus scouted, I think he had 3 queens, he had everything walled off, he had spines, he had drones, and the only thing I was worried about is we haven't seen his Ling play yet. He really tries to get up to the roaches, but don't need roach play when your opponent literally just has nothing when they attack.
Yeah, definitely. So this is going to wrap up Group G of the RSL round of 32. Unfortunately, if you're just tuning in right now, KiToO and MygraiN were not able to show for these groups. So we just had a best of 5 between the remaining 2 players to determine who's going to make it out in first place and who's going to make it out in second place, because that's going to determine seedings into the round of 16. So maybe maybe there might be a little bit of strategy if, you want to go fight Believe, or if you don't want to go fight Believe, or if you want to take
funny thing is, Vaisravana didn't want to fight that guy. She's like, I'll just lose him.
Yeah, I'll just lose this one. Good. I'll just make it look like I'll throw this game. And no, we're not accusing our players of throwing.
Throw all the banelings into the hatchery and be like, well, that kind of happened.
Yeah, that was a misclick. I'm in Japan. Oh, it's so early in the morning. I can't do this. So, but... we're going to see tomorrow. We're actually going to have our double header, the one that was supposed to be today and got moved to tomorrow because that's how life works. And so tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time, it's going to actually be Group H. It's going to be players featuring Epic, Picasso, Aces Wing, and Caleb Arrakis. So it's going to have all 3 races represented, with Protoss obviously having the 4th member as well. And then Group A is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, and that's going to be featuring Zeal, Husheng, Bayrata, and Jim Rising. Some of the a really good group for Group A here. So we're going to expect some really good matches, and we're going to have not one group but 2 groups. That's double the action for the RSL on a Sunday. Where else are you going to get that kind of content?
It'll definitely be a potent group to cast, and like Hawkeye just mentioned, this is the RSL, the rival StarCraft 2 League. If you'd like to check out everything that's going on with the RSL, you can find it at RSLSC2 on Twitter. That is Hawkeye, our observer, our caster, our streamer, our just kind of everything, or as I think Kabush said, is Jake Hot Guy Cole.
Yeah, no, that's something I've heard from a lot of people when they say Hawkeye and it sounds like Hot Guy, and people are just like, what? Did you say Hot Guy? Hot Guy?
It is so Hot Guy and Drennoc.
It is a running joke that the sexiest grassroots casters of esports are here in the RSL right now. Well, that's not a joke. That's real. And
yeah, we'll see you don't joke about that type of stuff. All right, guys, have a lovely night and see you tomorrow.